Indiana University assistant professor Paul Wright winds up doing a study on porn and how it affects the views of men towards gay marriage. That's really interesting, and I'm glad he did this study because I'd be curious as to how it came out no matter what. So let's begin to show you some of the things that he concluded. Our study suggests that the more heterosexual men, especially less educated heterosexual men, watch pornography, the more supportive they become of same-sex marriage. Wow, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I read a comment on this story, a fairly thoughtful comment that suggested, that obviously the people who watch porn are more likely to be more open-minded to begin with, so there's not really a cause and effect. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that's true, and I think what he touched on, because everybody watches porn. Yeah. Some people don't, but few and far between.
And they've done studies. The red states are, most of the states that are in the top 10 for porn watching.
Everybody watches porn, so then it becomes a pretty good barometer to measure.
That's the balloon theory, right? So in this, the more suppressed you are sexually, which would be in more conservative Christian communities, so you squeeze the bubble, the balloon, it comes out here, right? So you press it down, they go to the underground porn, right? That's
right.
When you criminalize vice or what, that's what happens, right? It becomes underground. The problem doesn't go away.
Right, it goes somewhere else.
Right.
So now, of course, everybody's wondering why, and they address that too. So the study also says, pornography adopts an individualistic, non-judgmental stance on all kinds of non-traditional sexual behaviors. And same-sex marriage attitudes are strongly linked to attitudes about same-sex sex.
Right. So if you think same-sex sex is gross, then you don't think same-sex marriage should happen.
Right, and if you think it's okay. Now, look, so that's not 100%, of course. But I think, look, I think where you're going, Jimmy, I think they watch the lesbian porn and they think, well, they seem like lovely people. Right? Do you see what I'm saying?
And something tells them, well, if I think this is okay, like I'm not watching the guy-on-guy porn, or maybe they are, but then they think, well, then I can't have one be okay. It can't be okay for lesbians to get married and not okay for gay men to get married.
Yeah, how am I against Ellen getting married when I just watched two girls making out and it gave me great pleasure and I obviously seem to be pretty okay with it, right?
Yeah.
I think that slowly affects people. It's not over.
If you can watch the internet porn, which is far grosser than the porn I grew up with, right? It's a very squiggly line. I'm against gay marriage, but I'm for double vaginals. I don't know, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like,
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds really dirty.
Yeah, it is horrible.
Right.
But that's probably why they're okay with it, because a double thing, you have the PDPs touching each other, and so there's a lot of guy-on-guy contact in today's porn, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that's interesting. I believe the study, and I think it makes sense. And he looked at a decent amount of data, obviously, to come up with it. And straight women are more likely to be in favor of gay marriage to begin with. Straight men are less likely. Uneducated straight men are even less likely. And so it's interesting because educated straight men were already on the all right path anyway to acceptance, etc. Uneducated straight men are like, well, I don't know about that, but instant Southern accent, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but I like Sally and Susie, man, when they were, you know what I'm saying, with the double donger, and I was like, yeah, that's not so bad. I think I should let them do that regularly.
I think he said double donger. I definitely heard double donger. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a well-known thing.
Yes, it is.